guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today is a day that I'm sure a lot of you like me, we were all looking forward to this day for quite a long time, and it is the day that the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line is released. At least here in the United States anyway. I know a few places like Mexico had gotten them early, but unfortunately we had to wait until April 16th, and today is that day, so right away this morning I headed straight to Walmart to find out what dinosaurs they had in, and luckily they had a lot of them, a ton of them, but unfortunately I am not the richest man in the world, so I was only able to pick up a very small amount, and one of the ones that I wanted, first of all, right off the bat, was this guy. This is the super colossal battle damaged Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Unfortunately, he does have the battle damage, which is something that, well, I didn't really want. I just really wanted the super colossal T-Rex. I think that's what he's called, or mega colossal, something like that. I pretty much just wanted the big gigantic T-Rex that they had released, but unfortunately Walmart only has the battle damage version, but at the same time the battle damage version is the only one that actually has the electronic sounds, as you can hear. So to get the one that makes the noise, you gotta get the battle damage one, because I believe the one that does not have the battle damage does not make the noise. But I can't say that for sure, as I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. But regardless, this guy was $49, I believe, and it is just gigantic, ridiculously huge, absolutely massive. The name Super Colossal is not a lie. This thing is just unbelievably large. It's easily the biggest dinosaur figure or toy or whatever you want to call it that I have in my collection. Definitely none are bigger than this. This thing is just huge. So let's take a nice closer look at this guy. Starting up here at the head, you can see that the detail on this sculpt is just unbelievable. Mattel really did a fantastic job on this guy. As far as the entire head sculpt, I feel like it truly looks like the Jurassic Park T-Rex. So they pretty much hit that nail right on the head, got him spot on. Again, as I said, I'm not a big fan of the battle damage on these guys, as it's just really, they took the areas that have the wounds, and not even all of them, honestly, because if you, oh, you almost fell over. If you look right here, there's a slice here, and they didn't put any blood on it. But the blood really doesn't look very good, in my opinion. It just looks like paint just slopped on. But it's just a very minor thing that I don't really mind too much. Again, here's some more scars on him that don't have the blood. So they didn't put it on every little wound that is on this dinosaur, or every scar, but they did put it on the majority of them. Unfortunately, if you do want the one that makes the noise, he does have that stuff. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's okay. I can live with it because this thing is just beautiful otherwise. The detail all over this guy is just beautiful. You can see all over the top of the head here. Just detail galore. The nostrils are sculpted out beautifully. The eye, that perfect, beautiful yellow color. Pupil, everything is painted perfectly in my opinion. He is looking completely forward, straight at you there. And the mouth is articulated. There he goes again with that noise. But it is definitely nice and articulated. Works perfectly. The actual upper part of the head goes up and down as well as the lower jaw does, and you can see the inside of the mouth, at least a little bit there. You see the tongue is nice and glossy. That is one thing that I think is an awesome addition to these new Jurassic World toys, is the fact that they included gloss on the inside of the mouth, the teeth, which also look very good in my opinion. I mean, they are for a toy, so they're a little big and bulky and not painted like they would be on a regular scientifically accurate model, but I mean, they really look very, very nice, and the detail actually inside the mouth all over the place looks really good as well. But anyway, what I was saying is that they have included gloss all on the inside of the mouths of the dinosaurs for the new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line. As I was at Walmart looking through the other dinosaurs they had, I did get to take a look at pretty much all of them. I think that they are going to be stocking as of right now. So I got a chance to look at the Baryonyx and the Allosaurus and all that stuff, and they all have this beautiful gloss on the inside of the mouth, and that is definitely something that most people, when making a toy line, would not even bother to do, and Mattel did, and I must commend them greatly for that, because it just makes them look so much better than they would if they did not have that. Again, like I said, the eye is also glossed, so the eye looks beautiful as well. And not only do the eyes look nice and glossy, but if you look down here, the toe claws and the hand claws are also glossed. So kudos to Mattel for pulling that off. I think that is just a fantastic and an awesome touch to these toys that they have released. Something that I did not expect at all, but was absolutely excited to see. Running the back of the neck here, you can see that again, like I said, there's some scars and stuff here. So he's got that going on, just like the T-Rex did in Jurassic World. And I'm sure he will continue to have, or she, Rexy as they call her, she will continue to have in the new movie as well. And then again, like I said, the battle damage is all over this guy. So you do have to deal with these red splotches, but they don't look terrible. They're just not that great. And the weird thing is, I would have expected, if they're going to put this blood on it, to give it a gloss, kind of like the mouth and the eyes has. But no, there's no gloss on it. I don't really know if this was like just a last-minute decision to put this paint on. They bothered not to do any gloss. I don't know. But again, that's probably the only thing that I don't like about this dinosaur toy. You can see the nice big Rex arms here, Rexy's arms. Nice and bulky, very muscular, but I mean, T-Rex has pretty small arms, but I guess this is about the length that the Tyrannosaur in the movies had. Some beautiful skin folds down here in the stomach, and just look at the insane amount of detail that they have put and carved into this sculpt of this dinosaur. Mattel did such a good, fantastic job on these dinosaur toys. It's just too much to even tell you. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at the muscle tone all over in this leg, the beautiful sculpt work. It looks fantastic, and as do these gigantic T-Rex feet. They look phenomenal as well. So overall, really everything that I can see on this toy so far just looks great, aside from that battle damage anyway. You can see coming back here onto the tail, the beautiful sculpt work and detail just continues the whole way through. Now this part here is a hard plastic, and it actually turns into a rubber. So the rubbery end here starts right here at the tail, and you can see that it's nice and flexible, and you can move the tail actually significantly. It moves quite a bit, so you can definitely move the tail all over the place. You can see the tail is extremely long, as is pretty much this entire dinosaur. It is just gigantically huge. I can't say that enough. Taking a look down here at the back, you can see the beautiful detail all over. Here's a few of the seams that you can see. There's a seam that runs the length of the back here, and it's not super terribly distracting or anything. And then you can see a little seam here where the neck connects to the body, because the neck actually, I didn't mention, is a rubbery material as well, and the actual hard plastic part of the body starts right here. Right there is where the plastic starts. Again, a rubbery neck, and then the head is also a nice hard plastic, but it's actually a little flexible. You can move the teeth a little bit if you really tried. And the tongue is a rubbery material, pretty much like the neck as well. One thing that I didn't notice in the promotional pictures for these guys, or at least the T-Rex toys, is that there are some random little spots all over the place. You can see them a little bit here on the head, but they're really noticeable back here on the tail. You can see that there are just spots all over the place. I don't know why exactly they included these random little spots. I don't know if it was just to give it a little bit of variation in color, but it doesn't look terrible, but I feel like it's something that it probably would have looked a little better without. Again, though, it doesn't look that bad. You can see the beautiful coloration of this mega colossal, super colossal, whatever you want to call it, T-Rex. The coloration and the paint job is absolutely top notch. It looks beautiful all over the place. They've included different tones and different shades of brown all over the place that leads to this lighter brown, which is the primary color, I believe, of the body, and then like a creamish color, which is the underside. And yeah, it looks very, very good. Taking a look here at the underbelly, you can see the detail is beautiful down here. There are quite a few seams that are very, very noticeable, and obviously for the sound to come out of. And then this is actually where the T-Rex opens up, because you can feed him little toys that go inside of his mouth, and then to get them back out, he pretty much takes a nice little poop, and out they come from his stomach. So you just pull it open like this, and then just push it closed. And again, you can see that the cream color runs the course of the body on the underside until you get to about here, and then it just turns to brown the whole way through. But it's got a little bit of different shading. Honestly, it really looks nice. Looking at the underside of the feet, you can even see that the underside of the feet, they didn't skimp out anywhere on this thing as far as the detail. I think Mattel really set out to impress Jurassic Park and Jurassic World fans and try to bring back that feeling of those older Kenner dinosaurs that we, well, not all of us, but a lot of us had when we were children. I know I did, and I still have quite a lot of them from when I was younger. And these guys, these newer Mattel toys, will definitely be going right with those guys, because I believe, in my opinion, that they are just as nice, if not even a little nicer, than a lot of those older ones. Taking a look now at the other side, you can see that there is some more battle damage here up on the palate of the T-Rex, and then running down here, there's a lot of battle damage here. Some nice slices, I guess, all over the stomach region. But the weird thing for these guys here, these little cuts here, is there actually is no scarring or anything back here. They just randomly put some paint over that area. I feel like the battle damage part, I keep saying it, but I really think the battle damage could have been done a little better on this guy. Honestly, if this one didn't make noise, I probably would have just only purchased the regular Super Colossal T-Rex and not the battle damaged version, but I really wanted the one that made the noise, and this was also the only one that Walmart had. So I took this guy just because I didn't want to miss out on getting this one in case everybody else wanted him as well, and purchased him. Luckily for me, I did get down there before they even had the boxes put out, because I'm impatient and I've been waiting many weeks to try to get one of these. So I did go down, and they had not even put the boxes out. The guy brought everything out for me to look through, and this was the only Super Colossal T-Rex that they currently had, so luckily I grabbed him before anybody else had a chance to. Luckily Walmart stocks their stuff regularly, so anybody else that does want one of these will get a chance, but I really wanted to get one straight off the bat and then review him for you guys on the channel. You can see some more battle damage here on the leg, and again some more battle damage back here on the tail, and here's some more of those scars that I was talking about that they did not include any type of blood paint or anything with, but that's not a big deal for me. It just means that he's got some wounds that are open and some wounds that are just scars now at this point. I don't know whether I prefer him with his mouth open or closed, honestly. I think this thing just looks absolutely insanely beautiful no matter how you display him, and he's actually very sturdy. The feet they're a little bigger than they probably should be, but that's to make sure that the Tyrannosaur stands well, and trust me when I tell you, he is very sturdy. He actually came in the box without the tail on and without the opposite leg there on, so you have to get those out of the box, put them on yourself. I'm having a very hard time deciding whether I want to keep the box for this guy, because I don't have any of the boxes of my older Jurassic Park dinosaurs, and it kind of bums me out currently. But at the same time, I honestly don't think I have enough room to keep any of the boxes, so I'm a little torn as to what I'm going to do with that. I don't know yet. And again, to show you the feature of this dinosaur aside from the noise, which he's probably going to make right now, you can see I'm going to take a nice little Regulaceratops here from Collect Day, put him in there, and he's gone. Mr. T-Rex has now eaten him, and as I said, he'll pop out down here in the stomach when you are ready to get your dinosaur back out, and judging by the size of this guy, I can imagine that he could probably hold quite a lot of dinosaurs in there, so that's pretty awesome. If you're going to be buying this for your kid, definitely an awesome toy, and for the price of $49, this thing is just unbelievably worth that price. I was blown away just hearing about this dinosaur when they first started to release some videos of the new toy line, and I had seen just how gigantic this thing was, and when I found out the price tag of $49, I was just so shocked. It's just crazy that this thing would be only 49 bucks for how big this is. And you might be thinking, well, $49 seems like a lot for a toy, but trust me, when you go to the store and you actually get a look at how gigantic this thing is, you will be thinking exactly the same thing that I'm thinking, and man, this thing is just beautiful, and that price is crazy cheap. So for a quick size comparison, before I even bother measuring this gigantic thing, that is the Papo T-Rex. So that right there shows you how insanely huge this thing is. Just massive. Little Papo T-Rex, which you're not actually that small, but compared to him, you are tiny, and I would be very afraid to be standing under this massive colossal beast, because you could be the next one to end up in that mouth. Taking a look at the actual size, we're going to go from the end of the tail, which is right about there. So you're looking at almost a little over 42 inches. So this thing is huge. So long, as I said, and for height, now this spot I'm on here is a little off level, so this might be not exact science, but you're looking at almost 14 inches tall. So, like I said before, absolutely massive. Now, I don't know how a lot of you guys feel about the Jurassic World toys, or if you think I should review more of them, so definitely please let me know in the description, as I'm sure there are just tons of people right now that will be reviewing these things on their YouTube channels as well. I don't know if you guys think I should stick to regular dinosaur models, or if I should just continue to also review the Jurassic World line of the new toys. I will probably keep doing these, because I definitely intend on buying most of them, if not all of them. And if you guys, like I said, are interested in seeing more, definitely let me know, because I will continue to make these as I get them. Overall, I think that the new Jurassic World line is fantastic. Pretty much everything that I've seen coming out from the new line is amazing. It's just unbelievably amazing compared to the terrible attempt that Hasbro did on the Jurassic World figures. These things are just light years away as far as how good they look. They are just unbelievable, and this Super Colossal T-Rex really is probably the best value as far as a dinosaur toy that I've ever seen in my life, because like I've mentioned so many times, the sheer size and the insane amount of beautiful detail carved into this. So yeah, I will definitely be buying lots more of these guys, and if you want to see more of these from the new Jurassic World toy line, please let me know, and I will definitely continue to make them if there is some interest in these figures, because I think that honestly this entire lineup that they have come out with is just unbelievable. They really look amazing, and this Super Colossal T-Rex, top notch. Absolutely beautiful Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World. So please like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and head to your local Walmart today if you want to grab this guy, and trust me, you get a recommendation out of me. He is definitely worth the price. So as I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next review. Thanks for watching.